Welcome to CC's Kitchen. Today we're going to be cooking a cabbage, stir-fry cabbage, and we're going to add some other vegetables to it. So this is a vegetarian dish. So I got all my vegetarian lovers in mind. I got you. CC's Kitchen got you. So we're just going to get started because guess what I'm working on? I'm trying to decide vegetarian or vegan. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. I got to go this year. Okay? So if I can just give up the salmon, I'll be all right. So y'all pray for me. So I have some coconut oil in my pan already heating up. So what I'm going to add to that is a mixture of my bell peppers, guys. Bell peppers are really, really good for you. They help the immune system. And so you can tell, see, they're already, and I'm going to put all of it in here. This is a half a cup because I've already measured it. Okay, so that's a half a cup that I have there. And I'm also going to add some red onions to that. So we can get those onions to be like translucent. To soften up a little bit to get some of that taste out of it so it won't taste so oniony, you know. You want the flavor, but not that the onions just take over the dish. And that's what you have to be very careful about when we are adding onions to our dish. So I have that. We're going to just stir that a little bit. So we're trying to use healthy oils. So I have, this is my coconut oil. I'm going to bring it a little closer. I got some light going on here so you can't see it. Okay, let's dim the light a little bit. My goodness, does it have to be so bright? There you go. Yeah, there you go. So that's my what? Luana. So we're going to saute these. I could just take a spoonful right here and just eat the bell peppers and onions. Because that smells really good. And that oil. Yes. So now that we got that, so I already have my cabbage shredded. Okay. Here we go. So I have cabbage and I have some fresh cilantro. We're going to use that today. And I have some chopped tomatoes. That is 2 chopped tomatoes. And I also have some red cabbage that I'm going to use. I already had cut this up for a dish that I used Saturday. So I didn't use it all. So guess what? We're going to do it today. We don't want our food to go to bad, right? If you want to make me upset, let me have to throw some food out of the refrigerator that I purchased and didn't get to cook. Okay? So while that is simmering, we're going to go ahead on. That's about 2 minutes. So now I'm going to add my cabbage to it. Let me get my thing here. And we're going to take the rest of the cabbage that I have here. Let's see, can I do this without spilling? What y'all think? Think I can? I think I can. Glad I didn't bet anybody, right? Because I did it. I want to save the cilantro. Oops, I don't want to put that in there just yet. So we're going to hold on to the cilantro until the cabbage cooks down a little bit. And then we'll add that to it. Put those, there we go. And here's our spoon. So what I'm going to add to this, we are going to season it. Yes, we are. Okay. So I'm going to get another spoon here. So we can get it in there and get everything sort of mixed together. Okay. I want to sort of toss those bell peppers from the bottom. Get them up a little bit. And I have my sesame oil. Because I'm going to add some oil to this pan. Yeah, so you want to toss your veggies really good. Always want to do that. Anytime you're doing stir fry. And I told you I saw another chef using the spoon on Food Network when I was watching TV the other day. And then when I was on Facebook watching a cooking show, I saw that too. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop using the tongs and I'm going to stop doing that also, right? We learn from each other. That's what we do. So I have black pepper. I have my Mrs. Dash original. And that's what I'm going to use there. So I have my black pepper. Season it to your liking. And I also have some Mrs. Dash. And I'm going to use about a teaspoon, not a teaspoon, but a half a teaspoon of my kosher salt, okay? And just to make sure I do exactly that, let me get my measurement spoon so I don't go over. So I'm going to use kosher salt in here. And you see why you're never supposed to pour things over your ingredients? Because what's going to happen? It's going to sip through. Yes, it is. Whew. I think Facebook or somebody need to come up with, not only can you hear, but you can smell too. Okay? Because I tell you, I need you all not just to see this dish. I need you to smell it. I forgot to take my red wine vinegar out. I forgot to do that. So I'm going to do a teaspoon. So I'm going to do it twice because this is a half a teaspoon, okay? And I want a teaspoon. One less dish I have to wash, right? Yes. So this is going to be my dish. This is the month of March. And for the month of March represents spring and green. So I've been saying that I am always going to include a fresh green vegetable for everything that I eat. Even when I eat breakfast, guess what I'm using? A green vegetable, whether that's spinach, cucumbers. Now, what did I just add to this? I add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. I'm telling you guys, and this is toasted sesame oil. I love sesame oil. It just gives your food a great flavor. Okay? So we're going to get that stirred up there. I'm not adding any meat to my cabbage because this is going to be a vegetarian dish, right? So no meat. None. Sorry. I told you I'm practicing. Ooh, I waste a lot today. So guys, we gotta get it together. We really do. Let me just drop this right here. Right down the garbage disposal. So that is going really good. Because I think this has been about 10 minutes since we've been cooking this. Yes. Because you want to cook your cabbage for about 10 minutes. So once you have your cabbage cooked, at least about 10 minutes, then you can add your other veggies to it. Anything else you want to add. Now I have some shredded, ooh, Lord, I'm gonna taste this one. I'm gonna eat it right off this stove. Let's see. Oh yes. Ooh, that tastes pretty good, y'all. Mm. 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 I want to eat some more, but I'm gonna wait. Now that that's there, and I have this on high, so I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit because I want to add. And I have some shredded zucchini, and I really need to use it, okay? Because I've had this. So I bought this last week, and I hadn't cooked it yet, and it was already shredded from Food Line. So I need to go ahead on and get that cooked, so that doesn't go to waste. And I'm gonna just stir that in with everything else, and let those seasonings marinate. Now what am I gonna add? Now that they've cooked, I'm gonna add my tomatoes and fresh cilantro in this dish. And let all of that simmer. I knew that was gonna fall over there. Let's see. And the only other dish that flavor that I need to add, that I like to do when I use red wine vinegar, the other flavor that goes really well with that is my, I hope I have it, yes, balsamic vinaigrette is what I like to add to this dish. Okay, so we're just going to do, if you want me to measure it for you, I use 2 teaspoons. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2 teaspoons, but I'm using a half a teaspoon because I didn't pull out my other one. So that's why I use 4. Right? Yes, that is correct. And just you want to toss that in there with that flavor. And to be honest, guys, guess what? This dish is ready. It is all done. So this is stir-fry cabbage. And if you want to add some cooked rice to it, or you can, or anything else you want to add to your dish. But I'm not using anything else because, now you use your salt. If you like salt, you can use that. I try to use as little as I can, but I still use salt. I'm not at the point, I'm not at the point where I just can't use no salt. I'm not there yet. Okay, because there's certain dishes I just refuse not to eat without salt. So fresh veggies sometimes, I'm just getting some because I want to taste it because it is ready. It's ready. It's ready. It's ready. Look. Doesn't that look good? Yes, it does. Father, bless this vegetarian dish. In Jesus' name. Good Lord, have mercy. Yes. So I'm just going to turn it down. And let's see, do it need anything else? It does need something else. It needs me to eat. Yes. Maybe I should cook some cornbread. What y'all think? Oh, I just thought about it. I got cornbread in the freezer. It's good. For you who's not used to the salt, you probably have to put a teaspoon of salt. I used a half a teaspoon, which is perfect for me. But I know for if somebody else, you know, they like salt, heavy salt. Oh, but this is so good. And I'm going to take it off the heat because I want the cooking process to stop. So here is my stir-fry cabbage. And my goodness, it is good. Well, thank you for watching CC's Kitchen, where we are always doing something healthy. We want our cooking to deduct from your waistline, where our cooking will make a difference in your health. That is our vision, and that is our mission, where our cooking enhances your health to its best potential. Watch us again on CC's Kitchen, where we're going to have yet another great recipe. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I love you. And as I always say, if no one else encourages you and tell you that you're doing a good job, guess what? Pat your own self on the back and say, good job. And guess what? We're doing better tomorrow. Be blessed. And as always, stay encouraged.